If you've spent years cutting back and skipping meals or living off tiny portions to try and lose weight, I want to offer you something a little bit different today. Now, the answer for a lot of women isn't actually eating less, it's eating more of the right things. And I know this sounds sort of counter to probably what you've been told about weight loss, but stick with me in this video because the science behind this is actually really compelling and it might be the missing piece that you've been looking for and which will sort of kickstart your health journey in the right direction. When you restrict what you eat, your body doesn't just quietly accept it, it fights back. Hunger hormones will start to rise, your energy will drop, and your brain will start prioritizing food in a way that is above everything else. And this is where you get things like the constant food noise. Restriction so often leads to things like snacking and grazing or even an eventual binge. And with all of that said, you're not failing at willpower. You're just responding in the way a human body is designed to respond when it isn't getting enough of what it needs. Now, the other issue is that small, low volume meals rarely keep you satisfied for long. So you eat, you feel hungry again within an hour or two, and then the whole day becomes this cycle of trying to hold off hunger rather than just actually nourishing your body. This is where volume eating comes in, and this concept is honestly one of the simpler shifts that you can make. Volume eating basically means filling your plate with whole nutrient-dense foods that have a lot of bulk but aren't packed with excess calories. So think of things like leafy greens, all the types of vegetables, basically legumes, whole grains, and lean proteins. These foods take up space in your stomach, which physically signals to your brain that you're full, while also giving your body all of the real nourishment that it needs instead of empty calories. So like a big bowl of vegetable stew with beans and a whole grain like fonio or even brown rice will fill you up far more effectively than a small portion of something processed. And that's even if the processed option has fewer calories on paper. The thing to remember is that your stomach responds to volume and fiber, not just numbers. Now, here's a part that really made all of this click for me. Now, when you eat foods that are rich in fiber and protein, your body releases hormones like GLP-1 and peptide YY. These are the same pathways that medications like Ozempic are designed to mimic, except that your body can actually produce them really naturally through the foods that you eat. Now, GLP-1 slows down digestion, it tells your brain that you're satisfied, and it helps you regulate your blood sugar. Now, eating meals that trigger GLP-1 naturally means that you stay full for longer, your cravings settle down, and you're not white knuckling your way through your afternoon, waiting for your next meal. This is why a big bowl of lentil soup with vegetables can leave you feeling satisfied and full for hours, while a small pastry might leave you hungry again within like 30 minutes. It's not so much about how much food weighs or how many calories are in it. It's more about what the food is actually doing inside of your body. So let's take a look at what this looks like in practice. Building your plate around vegetables first, and then adding a good source of protein like beans, lentils, tofu or tempeh, and including a whole grain or fiber-rich carb gives you a meal that is high in volume and really filling. You end up eating a satisfying, generous portion, and your body responds by naturally regulating your appetite for the rest of the day. This is a really small shift, and it might seem like it won't work at all, but it changes everything about how sustainable your eating feels. Again, you stop white knuckling your way through hunger, and you start actually enjoying your meals while still working towards your goals of weight loss. So if you've been stuck in a cycle of restricting and not really seeing any results, then try building one meal today around this idea we've been talking about. Have a generous plate of vegetables, a good protein, and a whole grain, and notice how different you feel like a few hours later. If you want a simple, structured way to start putting habits like this into practice, this is something I do every day. I help women one-on-one, and I even have other resources that could help you along this journey. So the details will be all in the description below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.